All right, it's 10 o'clock. Get everybody to have a seat, and I'll call this meeting to order. Huh? I didn't hear you. Oh, I do. Step back a little bit. Maybe. Can y'all hear me okay? Do I have an echo? I have a reverberation, stuttering. That's what it is. Good to see everybody, and just a couple of things that I will share with you as people getting seated. Deidre has told me.
Is Philip back there? Okay. Tim, you hold a meeting in a cave.
Do it again.
You're going to hold a meeting in a cave. You got a little echo. Keep going.
Oh, that's okay. I've been called a caveman before.
Use your teacher voice. Turn it off and use your, oh, no, then they can't.
Oh, y'all can hear me without this mic, I guarantee you.
TV can't.
Huh?
Television can't.
Oh, television can't, that's right. But I will tell you some good news. We've had early voting, had 6,000 people come in and vote. So appreciate that. And we are continue to encourage people to go out. And Philip, can you find out why I'm in a cave? Not yet. But we'll go ahead and continue as he's figuring it out. The early voting continues. Let me see, I wrote it down right here. Saturday open, this Saturday is open for voting, so if you can't go during the week, next week extended hours are up. You can't hear me real good? You're gonna have to talk to me because I can't, Ivy, I can't understand your sign language. Can you hear me okay? Just echoing? They'll work on it and then they'll fix it sooner than possible. We got a good team. I do want to recognize a couple of guests that we have, and that's Sally Conley, which is Sandy's sister. Good to have you. Where's she at? Raise your hand. There you are. Good to have you. And we also have Parnick here. Parnick Jennings, good to see you. As elected officials, Robert Lane is right there. Good to see you, buddy. You got some exciting things going on in the near future, yep. Anybody else that I missed? Okay. I will ask you if you have a cell phone, please cut it off or put it on silent so that I won't interrupt the meeting. I'll have the marshal bring up the list for me. Thank you, sir. And we will start, and there's Sheriff Henson that just came in. Good to see you, Ashley. I'm going to get Danny Anderson to come up at this time. Where's he? There he is, coming around the corner. He is the pastor at the First Baptist Church. He started in 2020. He's Keith's pastor. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is Keith behaving in church?
For the most part, yes.
Oh, good, good. He's married. His wife's name is Katie. He's got 2 children. He loves to, in his recreation or private time when he's not in the pulpit, he loves spending time with his family, working, plays golf. Oh, good. Are you a pretty good golfer? That's a hard question to answer.
I see a lot of the golf course.
And guitar, you love playing the guitar. That's what that's about? And just hard working. Just you like outside working? Yeah, good. So I'm going to get you to open us up in prayer, and I'm going to get everybody to stand and then lead us in a pledge of allegiance to the flag.
Father, we thank you that you are a God that cares. Lord, that you care about the little things and the big things. Lord, there is nothing that we can come to you with that it shakes you, it shatters you, Lord, that it causes you to pace heaven. Lord, we have a mighty God and a powerful God, a loving God. And Lord, we thank you for being that. Lord, I ask you to help us to see the areas that we need to confess to you, the areas that we fail, and Lord, that we would come to you realizing that it is only through your strength and your grace that we can find our forgiveness. Lord, we ask you to be with those that are in our community that are hurting, those that are struggling with mental illness or physical illness. Lord, specifically, we're asked about Mr. Partnick, that you would continue to give him health. Lord, thank you for those that have lost loved ones recently. Lord, I pray that you will bring them peace and give them comfort. Lord, I ask you to just cover our community and keep us safe. Lord, I pray for our leaders, that you'll give them wisdom and clarity to be able to lead with sensitivity, but also with resolve. Lord, I ask you to protect our first responders, our police, our ambulance, all those that respond quickly, the firefighters, Lord, that you would protect them and also give them just a grace when they're dealing with our public. Lord, we love you and we know that there's nothing that we can do that is going to be worth talking about, Lord, if we don't involve you in it. So, Lord, I ask you that you'll continue to guide us, continue to give us strength, and, Lord, that in all that we do will bring glory to your name. And it's in your Son's name we pray. Amen. Salute. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Daniel, thank you, buddy. And that's Vacation Bible School when you start off the pledge. I saw that. As for your information, the communication team's doing a great job, and I will tell you, we've had an increase in the people who watch the BOC online, and we're trying to encourage that. We had over 10,000 people last BOC to actually get more involved with the BOC, and we're encouraging that. So as you talk to people and they say, I want to get involved, tell them to go online if they can't be here in person to see what's going on within our county. Thanks for the communication team giving me that data. For your reminder, for the minutes of February the 10th, 2026 work session minutes, and February the 10th, 2026 board meetings are available for your review. They're on the back table. At this time, we'll do the announcements with Team Paulding. We had a great time with Felicia Dyer at the sheriff's office the other day, so you're going to get to see it now on video, I think.
The reason why we are here is because I nominated Ms. Felicia Dyer for Employee of the Month. I've worked with Felicia for a couple of years, I want to say. I believe that she's gone above and beyond her duties. She's always calm, always brings good energy, and that's so important here because anyone can take your joy really quickly. Keep up the good work, keep it going, and the sky's the limit for you.
Good job. At this time, the Board of Commissioners would like to recognize Joe Fred Lindsay from the Department of Transportation for over 25 years of service. He's retiring on March the 2nd, and we've got a presentation for him. So, you come on up here. And
Come on, Fred, right in the
you
middle.
come up, stand right there. Oh, we're going to get pictures of you and everything, buddy.
Morning, Joe Fred. Today, we're want to recognize and celebrate Joe Fred Lindsay for his 25 and a half years of service to the Paulding County Department of Transportation in Paulding County. With that, more than 2 decades, Joe Fred has faithfully served the citizens in roles as equipment operator and is our latest critter getter. Throughout his career, he's been part of numerous roadway projects such as the Old County Farm, Charles Hardy Parkway, turn lanes at Powder Mill, Honeyville Road makeover. Obviously, his work can be seen all over the county. He holds a Class A CDL with tanker endorsements and has the rare ability to operate any piece of equipment that we put in front of him. He's known for his skill with the tractors, batwing bush hog, as well as a skid steer. If it has wheels, tires, or tracks, Joe Fred can likely operate it. So beyond his ability, he's known for his personality. You know, obviously look at him. He's got this conductor hat out there, you know. You don't see that too often. Joe Fred is unique. He's, like I said, he's well known. He's known for taking pride in his work, known for being a prideful person and setting a standard that's going to be tough to beat. He's a resident of Haralson County in the Felton area. Basically, you know, he's a steady guy kind of behind the scenes, but again, it's these guys that are behind the scenes that do the work that make us all look really good. You know, when he's not working, Joe Fred enjoys welding and fabrication, kind of skills that reflect the type of person, the craftsmanship that he does. And in retirement, he says he spends on spending more time with his brother and his fiancee, Lisa. Joe Fred, you know, your 25 years of service, we're very grateful to it. We're going to miss you a lot. We're going to miss people like you who have a lot of experience with the county, who put in the years. Wish you well, but like I said, sorely going to miss you, and I hope you enjoy your retirement. And if you ever need anything, just please give us a holler.
Good. And Joe? Joe, we got a plaque for you. And I'll leave it in that right there. And we want pictures, and it's gonna go viral, you'll go around. All right.
Well, I appreciate it much, y'all. Thanks for the time y'all coming out here this morning.
Anybody wanna join him? Anybody else from DOT?
All right, here we go.
That's great. You're welcome, Joe. Thank you. At this time, we don't have any invited guests, but we do go on to bid awards. The first one is discuss action to award the 2026 Safety Action Program thermoplastic line striping project for the lowest reliable builder, which is know what all these acronyms mean. So Dawn looked all that stuff because I have no idea. Does anybody know what LMAG SAP means
Yes.
besides you? I know you know, and I know you know. So tell us what it means.
LMIG means Local Maintenance Improvement Grant, so LMIG, and SAP is Safety Action Program. So, on May 1st, 2025, the county was notified of a GDOT FY 2025 Local Maintenance Improvement Grant, LMIG, Safety Action Program, SAP solicitation process. The solicitation was a competitive grant process. The program focused on low-cost safety improvements that could be implemented on off-system, non-state highway routes that will likely reduce the frequency and severity of crashes. The county submitted a grant application on July 4th, 2025 for road safety improvements, including line striping and high water notification systems in the amount of $318,475. The application required a minimum matching funds of 30%. The county was notified of an award on August 26, 2025 in the amount of $244,980. The funds are in addition to the yearly allocation of LMIG funds that we typically apply for in December and receive in early January, February. The Paulding County Finance Department advertised the Department of Transportation's project known as the 2026 Safety Action Program Thermoplastic Line Striping Project. The project consists of thermoplastic centerline and edgeline striping and installation of raised pavement markers on 14 county roads totaling 24.75 centerline miles. 3 bids were received on January 9th, 2026. After reviewing the bids, Finance and DOT recommend award to the lowest reliable bidder, TRP Construction Group LLC, in the amount of $211,058.75. The low bid was approximately 30% under the engineer's estimate, and the project has an 8-month completion date from NTP issuance, if approved. Roads in this project are located within posts 1, 2, 3, and 4, and can answer any questions if you may have any.
Any questions or comments? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Next, we will discuss action to authorize the chairman to enter into an agreement with Queen Home Services for the remodel of Copper Mine Water Treatment Office Building at 345 Copper Mine Road. The total cost for this project will be $52,800, allocated from the Renewal and Extension Fund. Mr. Fields.
Hey, good morning. Like you had mentioned, this is the remodel of a building at the Copper Mine Treatment Plant. The building is currently not really usable. It was an old lab building, so it's gonna be a complete remodel. So it'll include interior, exterior, new painting throughout, new roof, new LVP flooring. Contractor will have 10 weeks to complete it, so we'll make it a usable building for them to have their offices in. And we did reach out to several contractors. This was the lowest bid. We've used Queen Home Services for quite a while now, and they do a great job. I know Ray's looking forward to getting this accomplished for the guys out there. Cole, sitting back here, has done a great job getting the scope of work together, meeting with the contractors, and taking the lead on it. I want to thank him and Ray for all the work they've done on this project, and I know they're all excited and ready to get this going.
Good. Any comments or questions from the board?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fields. Appreciate it. At this time, we're having reports or committee department announcements, public participation on agenda items. We have 5 consent items. The first one is to adopt the water job classification for the reservoir manager. Next is declare the following items listed as surplus and approved for disposal for sale, auction, trade, or governmental donation. There's one item. Authorize the chairman to sign the grant agreement with Criminal Justice coordinating the council to accept the Violence Against the Women Act grant with a matching of $16,667 from the general fund for a total amount of $66,667. Next would be to approve and authorize the chairman to enter into an agreement with Tri-Scapes LLC to renew the FY 2026 right-of-way turf mowing and maintenance contract in the amount of $190,732.38. This contract provides for mowing, string trimming, edging, and litter pickup for approximately 67.1 acres of the right-of-way turf maintenance shoulders during the growing season. Services also include a litter pickup during the non-growing season, which with the ability to perform additional litter collection covering up to 79.6 shoulder miles and 10.4 medium miles per cycle as needed. Projects located or within all posts. Funding for this contract will be allocated from the general fund. And the next is, and the last is, accept the acquisition of easement on partial 117.2.3.002.0000 for the constructed 36-inch water transmission main for the water system department in the amount of $25. Funding for this project will be allocated from the Renewal and Extension Fund. This project is located in Post 4. Would any of the commissioners like to move any of these 5 items to new business? Not at this time. There's no old business to discuss. There are 5 new business items. The first one is discuss action to approve the May 1st, 2026 Employee Benefit Plan renewal as presented. Ms. Palmer.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Our employee benefit plan is a key tool to recruitment and retention and is essential to our well-being for our employees and their families. It's our ongoing responsibility to the board, the employees, and the taxpayers to maintain a comprehensive, competitive, and cost-effective plan. Included in the packet that you received is the May 1 renewal. NFP and their team went out to market in November of last year to bid this out. We received 3 competitive quotes from insurance companies. It is our recommendation as far as medical, dental, prescription, and vision that we go with Cigna. That's going to be a savings of $870,876.96. The vision and dental plans have a guarantee rate into 2028. We are also going to stay with our life insurance company. That's through Standard. There will be no change to that. There is no change to the rates until 2028. Our voluntary policies are all going to stay the same. We'll continue to offer Aflac at the same rate. We'll have our dependent care accounts at the same rate, Medcom, and then we'll also offer the employee-paid Symetra plan that was implemented last year. Do you have any questions?
No questions, comments? Thank you, Ms. Palmer. Next item will be discuss action to authorize the chairman to execute options for the purchase right-of-way of the sale of realty for partial 34, partial ID 031.3.1.014.000 in the amount of $160,000. Cedar Crest Road Widening Project, PI 0013700. Funding will be from the SPLOST with reimbursement up to $5 million from the Federal Highway Administration. This project is located in Post 1 and in Post 4. Mr. Jones.
On December 12, 2017, the Board of Commissioners approved awarding a contract for preliminary engineering design services for the Cedar Crest Road Widening Project with Trans-Systems. Cedar Crest Road Widening Project goes from Harmony Grove Church Road to the Cobb County line, like you said, located in Post 1 and 4. On October 23, 2023, the Board of Commissioners awarded a consultant services agreement to B&K for right-of-way acquisition. Federal funding was secured with the Atlanta Regional Commission to fund a portion of the right-of-way in the amount of $5 million, and the remainder being locally funded, a minimum of 20% matching funds. With the federal funding awarded to the project, the Georgia Department of Transportation is overseeing the project management. During the right-of-way phase, the consultant right-of-way acquisition team establishes a property value for each parcel required for the project. Those values are then submitted to GDOT for review and concurrence. Once approval is received from GDOT, the consultant on behalf of the county initiates contacting property owners regarding project impacts to their parcels as well as compensation and acquisition. We are asking the board to approve the acquisition of parcel 34, which is parcel ID 031.3.1.013.0000 in the amount of $160,000. If approved, funding will be from SPLOST with a reimbursement of up to $5 million from the Federal Highway Administration.
Any questions or comments from the board? Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
Next item, we'll discuss action to adopt the proposed Community Development 2026 building permit fee scheduled in 2026 Paulding County Fire and Rescue inspections fee scheduled with an effective date of March the 1st, 2026. Ms. Lipton.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a joint effort between Community Development and Fire and Rescue, and Chief Brubaker and Chief Kendrick are both here to answer any questions. I wanted to take this opportunity before I go over the recommended fee changes to do a little building permit update. So I have a presentation, hopefully. I have it, I can see it, but I don't know if anybody else can.
Anything?
I'll just do it without any pictures. Wanted to go over some data from 2025 and some historical data for the past 5 years. In 2025,
There it is, Ann.
perfect, thank you. This is 2025 permit data by type. New residential, commercial, trade permits, building occupancies, and other. A recommendation, one of our main recommendations today for community development is related to trade permits. And as you can see, in the past 5 years, they were averaging 25 to 30% of all of our permits, but last year it was 46%. And a trade permit, for those of you who don't know, since we're not doing acronyms, that's your mechanical, your electrical, and your plumbing. Some people call them MEEPs. I like to call them trade permits. That could be anything from as simple as someone changing out a water heater to the hospital had to buy a electrical permit that counted every outlet, every fixture. So those permits have quite a wide range. I always want to point out the number and value of construction permits. This is 2025 data. We had 11,060 residential permits, and you can see comparing the value of 1,160 houses to 89 new commercial permits. The commercial permit value is almost double. Building inspections. One of our other recommendations for community development is restructuring the reinspection fees. In 2025, about 88% of all of our permits passed on their first inspection, but we did have 12% of failures. This is a little historical data broken down by post of our residential permits. It spiked in 2021, I'm sorry. That was the highest it had been in probably a 20-year period, and we have gradually gone down. I'm sure that's for a variety of reasons, but just the breakdown. Post 1 and post 4, you're always the winners neck and neck, and 2 and 3, you always have a little fewer than the others. This is the breakdown for commercial permits. It's kind of the flip. Post 1, you're the winner in just about every category, but post 3 usually edges you out for commercial permits. This is commercial businesses. The graph on my left is unincorporated Paulding County. We currently, as of yesterday, have 3,840 active permits. The breakdown between home occupations and commercial has stayed about the same at about 75-25. And the data on the right is some data from the fire department. Last year, they conducted 1,744 commercial permits. So I found it very interesting that it does show that there are a lot of the commercial businesses in the county are in unincorporated Paulding County. Here's the highlights of our proposed fee changes, and these would go into effect March 1st if you approve them. For the trade permits, currently the minimum charge is $30. We would propose to raise that to $100. Temporary power, change that to $50. A permit extension, this is just to match what the ordinance says. If you come to us before your permit expires, to renew that permit would be a $200 fee. Change of occupancy, that kind of affects both community development and the fire department. Anytime a business goes into a previous business, they do an inspection. We had been charging $50, and we would like to raise that to $100. And then below is the reinspection fees, going from $50, $100 to $200 with each of the failures. For the fire and rescue, the biggest thing they're changing, I know they have the example of AutoMan. I believe it took 4 fire marshal inspectors a day to inspect AutoMan, and what did you charge? $100 was the fee. So one of their big changes is any building that is 10,000 square feet or larger, their inspection fee would be 2 cents per square foot. They have a change in sprinkler system reviews, and since we don't like acronyms, the emergency responder radio coverage system, that would be a $250 charge. That is for large places like Costco, probably also AutoMan, to make sure that radios work and you can get to public safety in the back of those buildings where we hope a lot of people come and shop. That is the end of the presentation, and either myself or Chief Brubaker or Chief Kendrick be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Any questions or comments? I will tell you, it's well-deserved and past time for the county to get back up on our fees and not giving away the farm. Thank you for all your hard work and everybody that worked on the team as we worked with the commissioners and the fire department and everybody, your input. So I'm glad to see this going into effect.
And would just like to point out that this is phase one. You noticed during the presentation, the new commercial and new residential, we will be coming in a few months before July 1st to implement new fees for new construction for residential and commercial.
Well deserved. Thank you, Ms. Letland. Appreciate it. Next item is discuss action to approve the purchase of a pump station controlled equipment, including the VFD thermoseal relay and terminal for the motor pump, motor sensors, and the level device to support the new submersible pump from Goforth Williamson Incorporated in the amount of $55,251. And this purchase is funded through the Renewal and Extension Fund. This project is located in Ford. Mr. Wooten, tell everybody what VFD stands for.
It's a variable frequency drive.
People ask, I get questions all the time, what does them acronym stand for? So we're gonna start telling them what some of these things stand for. Go ahead, Mr. Wooten.
Okay, well, this pump station, we have been, over the past number of years, have been doing rehabs of all of our pump stations, and we were down, and earlier this summer, you approved pumps for this station and for 2 other stations, and they were the last 3 that we needed to work on. We fixed the pump station over at Timberlands, so that leaves us just with Winding Creek and Rakestraw. As we looked over the pump station here at Winding Creek, the pumps have been delivered, and we found out that we're going to have to replace the base 90 and the rails, and as part of this, we are looking to actually update the entire controller equipment, including the VFDs, thermal seal, relays, terminals for the motor power, motor sensors, and level devices, to basically turn this into a brand new pump station, leaving us with only one major station in our group of stations that go to Coppermine. What we're asking for is the material and equipment to support the installation of the new pumps that we have now received. And with your approval, we'd like to award a contract to Goforth Williamson in the amount of $55,251 to do all the work to place all this in the pump station and remove the emergency bypass pumps.
Any questions or comments for Mr. Wooten? Thank you so much, and I think you have the next one also, and that's to discuss action to award Kendall Supply Incorporated a contract for construction service to install an advanced metering infrastructure sensors base station for the Water System Department, excuse me, in the amount not to exceed $99,500 from the Renewal and Extension Fund. This project is located in Post 4. Mr. Wooten.
Is part of expanding our AMI, or as that is our acronym for the Advanced Metering Infrastructure, we are having to put base stations in so that we can receive signals so those can be transmitted through these stations back to the water system. We need to add this one, and there will be up to 2 more in the future as we replace all of our meters. We have 62,000 customers. This one will take care of 4,000 existing customers plus any new customers that are in the area that are supported by the base station there at Braswell Mountain. And this will help us to expand our system, so one day, hopefully soon, that we will all be able to read all of our meters from from the water system itself through these base stations. And with your permission, we'd like to have a contract here with Kendall Supply Company for the construction services to install a base station in amount not to exceed $99,500.
Any questions, comments?
Ray, how many of these current stations do we have? Base stations?
I'm going to have to count in my head.
Yeah, roughly.
I believe we currently have 6 that are installed and up and running.
How long have they been up and running? How long have we been using this type of system?
They've been using this technology in certain places for the past 16 years, I believe. It's about 16 when they started it. We've got meters that are on the system. They started in the Hiram Sudi area, I believe, and as they've placed meters, we have census meters that are drive-by, touch read, and one that goes with base stations. And what we're trying to do now is move everything to base stations, so everything comes directly into the system there at the water plant. And at that point, we wouldn't have a need for meter readers, just meter technicians to maintain the infrastructure. But we've got meters out there that are 16 years old.
Okay.
Any other questions, comments? Thank you, Mr. Wood.
Okay, thank you.
That's conclusion of our regular business. No public participation on agenda items. We will adjourn for an executive session and adjourn from in there on real estate, litigation, and personnel. But before we do it, I don't see on my list, is there any announcements or comments that need to be made from any of our board?
I guess I have an announcement to make. In the middle of December, I was diagnosed with cancer. I started treatments last week, and it's pretty rough treatment, but I think I'll get through it. I am not stepping down. I will not step down unless I absolutely have to. If I can't work for this county anymore, that is the time for me to step down, and I think I will realize it. So I just wanted everybody to know, so the rumor mills will stop, because I've gotten several phone calls. But it is true, I have been diagnosed, but I can get through this. So I did it once, and I will do it again. And I thank you for your time and your patience while I work through this in the beginning. It's rough in the beginning, but I'll get used to it. So I appreciate everybody.
With our help and support and our prayers. Any other announcements that need to be made at this time? Then we will go into executive session. I need a motion to go into executive session for real estate litigation and personnel at this time.
Motion to go into executive session for real estate litigation and personnel, and to adjourn from there.
Thank you, Ms. Galloway. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Y'all have a great day.